Okay, yeah. Sorry I haven't been here doing politics lately, but I wanted to cover that creepy about transgender people, kids being moved. I mean, little kids being transitioned into transgender kids. Okay, area.
The question of whether parents should have the authority to give their young children hormone-altering drugs is once again in the spotlight. Now, this is after a jury in Texas ruled against a father who is trying to stop his ex-wife's attempts to give their drugs to their 7-year-old son. RT's Rachel Blevins joins us with the details of this case.
Texas officials have confirmed that they will investigate the case of a young boy whose mother wants to give him hormone-altering drugs at the age of 7 because she believes he is actually a girl. The case of James Younger drew national attention when a bitter custody battle broke out over his mother's attempts to change his gender and her pursuit of a legal decision that would force the father to comply with referring to his son as a girl named Luna.
As you can tell, she's really wanting to push this on this child. She wants him to become female. And literally, because I think it's because she literally didn't have a girl. Literally, something she wanted, probably. Because that's why it's transitioning. It's trauma. That's why this is going on. He's traumatized. He doesn't understand any of this.
Request was granted by a jury in Texas, which gave sole managing conservatorship to the mother, allowing her to move forward with plans to turn James into Luna permanently. But while the transition may start with the child wearing pink dresses and using the girl's restroom at school, it will go on to include chemical castration and hormone replacement therapy, and it has sparked the question of whether a 7-year-old is ready to make a decision that will impact the rest of his life. The father has also argued that James does not present the symptoms of gender dysphoria because he only wants to be called Luna when he is with his mom, and he insists he is a boy when he is with his dad. Now, the case has caught the attention of Texas Governor Greg Abbott, who said it is being looked at by the Texas Attorney General's office and the Texas Department of Family and Protective Services. Current laws in Texas do not prohibit parents or legal guardians from giving minors hormone-altering drugs such as puberty blockers, but some state lawmakers are now calling for a change. Republican State Representative Matt Krause promised to introduce legislation that would prohibit the use of puberty blockers on all children under the age of 18. Such laws could impact cases involving older children, such as one in Canada where a court ruled in favor of a 14-year-old whose father was trying to stop the child's transition from female to male. The case in Texas has also sparked an outcry online, and a petition on change.org seeking to, quote, save the child from chemical castration has received more than 222,000 signatures and counting. The child's
And I advise you to sign that petition because this little boy's life is on the line. Well, not like he dying, but it's going to ruin his life and it could lead to suicide, which I'll be getting into some stuff later about that.
father has the option to appeal the court's decision, but the lengthy legal battle could take months, and it could go long beyond the time James hits puberty and is eligible for life-changing drugs. In Washington, Rachel Blevins, RT.
You know, I want to look.
And yes, literally, they are pushing their agenda on this kid. Literally, this woman is, because she wants that. Now we are going to go into the history of why the transgender movement on kids started. And it's weird. I just looked this stuff up and I found research on why it started. So it all started back in the 60s. This New Zealand doctor was supposed to give this child a circumcision, right? Well, he screwed up. He didn't use scalpel and stuff like that. He literally used a type of machine that freaking gnawed off the child's penis. And literally, this basically didn't go with the parents, so he came up with an experiment to try. Literally, he told the parents that he can make them a girl for the rest of his life, literally, and he wouldn't know it. Well, basically the parents agreed to this, and he also had a twin that didn't have this. So anyways, the twins grew up together, and the kid who had been transitioned literally started doing boyish things. Like, he would get in fights with his brothers. Like, I've gotten in fights with my brother many times. And that's a man trait when you have a brother. Well, also, he showed signs saying, I don't feel like a girl. And literally, he grew up, and then he had his sex changed back to a male, which was a hard process. And literally, later in his life, after all the trauma, him and his brother both committed suicide because of this. And yes, this is a true story. You can look it up yourself. It's the beginning of the transgender movement, where parents want to abuse their kids to make them female or male. Literally, they can make them that now, and they can get away with it. And I think it should be illegal to do that on children. Literally, is that doctor's fault back in the 60s, literally, to frickin' basically experiment on kids, which isn't good, because the kids cannot understand that stuff, and they're young, they're innocent, and that's the thing that happens. It's just sad. And literally, I don't think this should happen to children. Yep. I may not be a father, but I know a lot from my abuse. And that's something I don't want to talk about to give you guys, but it shaped me into that for a while. My mom wasn't going to give me hormones or anything, but I grew out of it. Especially when I became a Christian and conservative, I grew out of it. And I'm fighting for these kids to actually not have the abuse. Now, my mom wasn't abusive with that. She just let it go. She didn't try putting me in a girl's body. Literally, she never did. So don't go think that. She never did. But anyways, I was abused by another person. That's why. But literally, these people, the gay LGBTQ community, literally praise that guy. Literally praise that guy for creating the transgender movement. And that's what's sick. Literally, a lot of doctors are accepting that fact. The LGBT community is accepting that fact that it's harmless when it isn't. And literally, I think it's child abuse. Literally, they cannot keep doing this. And as you saw in the video, some Republican people in Texas are trying to change that. Literally, I think all of America should literally do that. It would be something that I think Trump would work on, actually. Or Vice President Mike Pence, when he runs in 2024, is going to do that. I'm pretty sure he's going to do that. He's going to bring America back to where it should be. Don't get me wrong, I'm a Trump supporter, but there's some things that are out of the hand of Trump that he can't handle. He can't even pass a law through Congress. And I'm hoping the same doesn't happen to Mike Pence when he wins in 2024. No doubt. I'm literally tired of the left. People are getting tired of the left. And they're even liberal. Going towards Trump. Literally. But that's a topic for another day. Probably tomorrow we can go into it. But, yeah, so final answer, child abuse for me. That's what I think. What do you think? Leave it down in the comments. And if you have any other Christian or conservative news topics you want me to talk about, leave it down in the comments as well. And please like, share, subscribe. I need to grow this channel out there, Patriots, so keep growing it. I also have other content I'm doing on my channel, like the scary stuff. So I will be doing more of that if you like it. And I will continue to do politics also on Fight Communists in America. Sorry about the live stream this Thursday. I totally forgot to set it up. But yeah, we'll be doing it. So yeah, please like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell beside the subscribe button. Click all and you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Thank you. See you out there, Patriots.